Hi, I'm Jenny Eleonora, Happy Creative Sparks. I'm a creativity coach, and I'm a musician who didn't even sing in public till I was in my 30s. I only put out my first solo album a few years ago when I was 50. And so finding balance for my creativity was a journey. I was stuck for a long time. And when we're stuck, we all know, we've heard that we've got to break down our projects into smaller goals that feel more reachable, right? But even the word goals, because it's in the future, it still makes us feel really far away from what we want to accomplish. The secret that I'm going to give you today, the secret to bringing that accomplishment here, to finding our balance in this moment, the missing ingredient, if you will, is joy. Joy now. So I'm going to show you a very joyful picture here. I'm going to share my screen. There we go. This is beautiful, right? Check out this girl. She's pretty free. The sky is the limit for her, right? And let me just get back here where I want to go. Yeah. That's where we want to be when we've got ourselves some writer's block or if we feel stuck in any way. So right now, let's do a little bit of a experiment with joy, right? Go ahead and swing your hand a little bit. Just follow the feeling of swinging your hand like you're this girl on a swing. It feels pretty free. And now let that freedom move all the way into your arm, right? All the way through your arm, all the way throughout. Free, free, free. And now both arms. Both arms. Here we go. We can go the same way. We could go the opposite way. And oh my goodness, suddenly we are conducting a symphony. We're feeling way more free. La, 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 right? That's the kind of freedom that we want, to fly so high that we touch the sky. Beethoven's Ninth Ode to Joy. That's how we want to feel, at least part of the time when we are bringing our book project to life. Unfortunately, here's where we actually are much of the time. These days, with all of the binge watching and disconnection from nature and just being so busy all the time, most of us are living in a place where inspiration is scarce, where things just feel oppressive, and we feel like we're such a long way away from the resources that might be nourishing to our joyful spirits. And there's just no balance in that. So here's a question for you. Let's explore this. What if the desert is just a big sandbox? Because it's all how you look at it, right? Let's dig into this sandbox. Let's play around with our perspectives and ask ourselves the question, where can I get some more resources? Whenever we're looking for resources, it does take often the least amount of energy to look within. So let's ask ourselves, what small ways can we cultivate joy in our lives? For cultivating joy, I recommend, this is my recipe, I recommend at least 3 micro moments every day, or what I call microdoses of play in my everyday play system, to sustain your joy and therefore to sustain your momentum for your projects. And here are some examples. I'm going to move to the next slide for you. Here's some examples of what I call microdoses. We've got bouncing, humming, and swinging. Yeah. And so the key, though, is to do them at least 3 times a day, and for each micro moment to take 5 minutes or less. Some of these can even take just like 10 seconds if that puts you into some joy, right? Like when I was la 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 before, right? Singing just for a few seconds, whatever works, right? But 5 minutes or less. And now, when we have some momentum building after doing 3 microdoses of play every day, it is time to go find ourselves an oasis. And before anything else, right now, right here, I'm just going to go ahead and give you a camel because this guy stores up the energy, right, that you need to carry you through a desert, a creative desert. And you have stored up that energy from your 3 microdoses of play each day, right? So now we've got some energy. Let's head off to your beautiful new oasis. And here we are. We're at your oasis. It's great. You've got some energy, but you've also traveled a bit to get here. So I say, first thing, Let's build you a comfortable place to rest when you need it. Let's build a place that like also gives you shelter from weather because there's stress and things that happen to us sometimes and we need a break from that stress, even just a little break. So you can provide some shelter for yourself through listening. When you're stuck, here's what you do to take care of yourself. Listen. These are the usual things, but a reminder I think always helps. Listen to your body, like take a stretch break when you need it, a little bit of yoga. Listen to your mind, like if it's racing and you can't think straight, switch to another task or take a walk, or even just a few slow breaths will help with that, with your mind. And listen to your heart. This is the most important one. Are you still connected with your love for this book? If not, go inwards and find that connection again. So here we are at your oasis. You've got yourself some shelter where you can rest. There it is, a brand new tent. So what if though, even when you make that space for your rest and for your listening, what if you still can't slow your mind down or get in touch with your heart? In your oasis, you might need just a little more shade, a little extra protection sometimes. That extra protection we get from what I call our creative champions. I think I was inspired to that word by Julia Cameron. I don't know if she used it, but it's like the opposite of what she called creative monsters. Our creative champions. Who are they? What do? They believe in you unconditionally. They're not stingy about showing you all the faith that they have in you and your creativity. They help you understand and keep your balance. They allow you your freedom to be your full creative self. And even if you don't directly collaborate on projects, you feel like these champions are your co creators. Their energy somehow becomes a part of your writing or of your work. Now, some people may only do a couple of these things as your creative champion. So go ahead and get yourself at least a few just to make sure you have at least one to cover each of the bases. And one more note about creative champions. Yes, if you believe in a higher power or if you have spiritual guides or anything like that, they are absolutely part of your creative champion crew. So where do we go now? You can see there's your camel. Your camel is ready. Here we go. Showing you he's ready. You've still got your energy from all these microdoses stored up. You've got a place to rest. You've got support from your champions. And truly, from this oasis, from these three things, you can go anywhere you like. You can head off in whatever direction is going to be the most nourishing and balanced for you. So, where now? Let's go. Your camel's saying it right now. Let's go. Here we go. Look at him. He's ready for the next adventure. And here we are. Here we are going to a brand new place. This place, clearly, you can see it right from the start. It has way more resources to nourish you. You're probably going to stay abundantly hydrated here because this is a place that you've grown yourself through your micro moments of joy. It's a place where you have full permission to listen to your own needs for rest. And you've got your creative champions right there under the tree. That's Fox and a tiny bumblebee. They're some of my champions. So you can borrow them if you need to before you find your own. And they will remind you of your full creative value and the rich inspiration that your book will give to the world. And you even get to keep the camel. So thank you so much. You have my very best wishes for your book. I believe in you and all the value that you bring to the world. I am Jenny Eleonora, and you can find me on all the socials if you need another creative champion to help you get more connected and balanced with your creative joy.
Do this with me.